You're sitting on the floor? What are you doing?
My wife Gretchen, my first wife Gretchen, took a course in comedy, or was teaching, or giving a paper on comedy, and Paul Newhart said he never told political jokes because you're bound to aggravate half of your audience. This is a political joke, but I feel I'm pretty safe tonight. Parkhurst knows it, but he can't remember it anyway. He heard it Wednesday, maybe he heard it. A driver is stuck in a traffic jam going into downtown Chicago. Nothing is moving north or south. Suddenly a man knocks on his window. The driver rolls down his window and asks, "What happened? What's the holdup?" Well, terrorists have kidnapped Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, Oprah Winfrey, Nancy Pelosi, Harry Reid, Rosie O'Donnell, Jesse Jackson, and Al Sharpton. They are asking for a $10 million ransom. Otherwise, they are going to douse them with gasoline and set them on fire. We are going from car to car taking up a collection. The driver asked, on average, how much is everybody giving? About a gallon. I knew that was safe here. None of that 50-50 business here. Okay, a couple more stories for you before we get into the real meat. No more stories?
Yes.
More stories. Well, here's one about this relates to an anniversary. On the 40th anniversary, a guy is talking to his buddy. He says, "I'm taking my wife to Hawaii for my 40th anniversary." And the guy says, "What are you going to do for your 50th?" He says, "Pick her up." Yeah, here's Andy on that for you. The 3 worst words a woman can hear when she's making love. "Honey, I'm home." Oh, the kinder. Sneaking for the kinder. Well, there's one more that's a little risky. The kid, you hold your...
Skip it, Rob.
What? No, I can't skip it. Skip it?
No.
It's going to be okay. An 85-year-old bass player in a band is talking to a 25-year-old guitar player, and he tells him, "You see that woman over there in the corner? She's 27 years old, and I just married her a couple of months ago, and we have sex at least twice a day, every day, 7 days a week." And the guitar player says, "Couldn't that be fatal?" And the bass player looks at the guitar player and says, "If she dies, she dies." Move on.
MoveOn.org.
Well, Tom and Martha go back with Gretchen and me a long, long time, and Tom was responsible for me really being here tonight. It was about 15 years ago when I approached Tom, and Tom agreed to sponsor me. He said, "We'll sponsor you for membership in the club, but we got to wait a while. There's somebody on the membership committee whom I don't think will let you in." That person happens to be in this room tonight, too.
Identify him.
Wait a minute. And once he's off the membership committee, I think we got a good shot at him. And that guy's name was Dick Koppel. We're going to toast Tom.
I don't believe it.
You're right.
Actually known as Capel.
They met
Believe that, but you'll tell us another, right?
in Bermuda a long time ago. March 59, if you really must know. They married in June 61 amidst cheers for Tom and Martha. It's been 50 years. It's been 50 years. It's been 50 years for Tom and Martha. It's been 50 years. Got it. Tom worked at the Chase Bank, but now he's retired, collecting a pension before he got fired. Tonight we are gathered, we're all eyes and ears. It's hard to believe that it's been 50 years. And if you know the Waynes very well like we do, this verse will fit. They constantly bicker, that's what they do, but they fit each other just like an old shoe. So their union is better than what it appears. For Tom and Martha, it's been 50 years. 50 years. It's been 50 years. For Tom and Martha, it's been 50 years. They had 2 offsprings there, Sarah and Lee. Rob, Tom, and 5 grandkids in their family. They've got the spoils, life souvenirs. For Tom and Martha, it's been 50 years. It's been 50 years. It's been 50 years. For Tom and Martha, it's been 50 years. Here's one that takes them right up to the present. They're LinkedIn, on Facebook, they Twitter and tweet, they blog and they email, and that's quite a feat. One might just say they are true pioneers. It's hard to believe that it's been 50 years. Well, Tom's gotten whiter with receding hair, and Martha stays healthy while on Medicare. No more careers. It's hard to believe that it's been 50 years. It's been 50 years. For Tom and Martha, it's been 50 years. In a sense, this song is somewhat autobiographical for me. Their vision is fuzzy, their hearing's not good, and they can't remember some names like they should. They're country club joiners, footloose, fancy free, and they are proud members of AARP. For Tom and Martha, it's been 50 years. Well, Tom's now got gray hair. He's wearing specs. He's no longer jogging. Who knows about sex? Through all this time, their love perseveres. It's hard to believe that it's been 50 years. It's been 50 years. For Tom and Martha, it's been 50 years. Indifference in the audience is ready to go home. I was trying to cut them short. You want to keep singing it. Sometimes they wonder, are they losing their smarts? And their bodies need help with those old sagging parts. At times a bit sluggish, they don't feel so great. They're not getting fat, they're just short for their weight. It's been 50 years. And this is from the invitation that we got, that wonderful invitation. Cut off of it. The years feel like 100, but 50 it's been of pure wedded bliss. That's the mindset they're in. So for this occasion, let's let out 3 cheers for Tom and Martha. It's been